Well, the woman that I see, did you look like her? Because the woman that I see does have similar features as you. Okay, let me just ask. Yes, it is. She was hesitant though, which means what that says to me is that the circumstances under which she left might have been some question about it. How did she leave?
It was a heart death for her through hospice, 9 days in hospice.
Okay.
She just passed in April.
Okay, so that's the other reason why she could be lighter, young, and also because she's not speaking a lot. Did she have trouble speaking again?
Yeah, she had a stroke.
Okay.
But she could sing at times, and so she'd sing, "Oh, what a beautiful morning."
Oh, wow. Yeah, it felt like it was a struggle for her to do that she really struggled to get the words out, and this was really hard for her. So that is probably why she wasn't speaking, because when I have all of the clairs. I use a clair is how we receive information, and you see it, feel it, hear it, or know it, and I use all of them when I do this. But mainly my hearing is my prime one, and so I asked her, tell me something, and she wasn't saying anything. So that would make sense, though, why she wasn't saying anything, because of the difficulty when she left. And also because it hasn't even been a year, but we're coming up on a year, and that's also, they have to learn how to do this with me. You know, it's a learning process on both sides. They have to learn how to communicate with me, and I'm learning how they communicate. She's saying you did everything that you could do, that you did. And she was begging you too. She was begging you to get her the heck out of there.
Oh yeah.
And that was tough. She knows that was tough. That you had to make some decisions. Nobody was helping you. Nobody was helping you, she says. And they should have been. You have siblings, and they were not helping. And that is so frustrating to her. She's giving me the frustration, can you tell? Saying that was frustrating because she expected them to step up, and they did not do it. And that was hard for her to see. Even after, they just like freaked, she says. And you were the one that held them together, and you had to do all this stuff. I don't even feel you're the oldest, are you?
No.
You're in the middle somewhere?
I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest? Okay. Yeah, and she's saying, you know, that was definitely, she thanks you so very much for that. Now, are you married?
Yes.
Okay, because your husband was there too. Yeah. All the way along. I didn't want to say married in case it was a boyfriend or somebody you're not with anymore.
He didn't have any problems when I went over and stayed all the nights over there with
right.
her.
Right, he feels like a wonderful man anyway. She's saying good job. and you picked well, you know, the whole thing that moms say, you know, she can say it now. You know, I think she felt like when she was here that she had to give him a bad time.
Oh yeah.
And it was her job, and she had to do it, and you know, he accepted it. I feel him just kind of going, okay, here she goes again. And but she loves him, and especially because of the tolerance that he had for your siblings.
Yeah.
He wanted to really, you know, he wanted to shake them.
There was a court battle, and he would lift her up out of the wheelchair into the van.
Oh.
And one time she tooted some gas. She went yes and giggled, and
Now that's tolerant. For your son-in-law to tolerate that, that's tolerant. I don't know if you heard that, guys. I'm not repeating that, but. Okay, now I feel a grandmother here. A very grandmotherly grandmother. So, what does that mean, right? That means I see her, she's a larger woman. She's coming through as a larger woman. She is, but she, I feel she had this infectious laugh. Like there was this laugh that she had that kind of echoed through the house. She was a very happy person, and I'm feeling the way that she left. I'm asking her because from the way she's coming through, it feels like it was something really quick, that it didn't take her joy away. But in asking her, I do feel that there was a process that before she left, but she never let go of her joy. What she says is the most important thing. What a sweet lady. So I'm going to ask her to show me her people. So I'm feeling it's over here. What about you?
What pops in my mind is my husband's grandmother.
your husband's grandmother, which you very, very jovial and very
I
joyous.
never met her, but that's what they talk about.
Okay. And can you validate how she left? That it was? Or do you know enough about it?
Just that she was big and that she had a very infectious laugh. Like she was.
Oh, she was. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask. She is so missed. She is so missed, she says, that people really miss her. And so this is for, even though you didn't know her, again, she's taking the opportunity, saying, hey, she's here, I'm going to talk. And it feels like, again, like even though she had, and you can validate this later with, with your husband or with the family, that there was a period where she was failing, so it wasn't like boom, but she never let on that this was bothering her, and she never felt like she always wanted to keep up the joy. She keeps talking about the joy, and that she was happy regardless. I mean, she didn't very much appreciate what was going on with her body, but she says that she really was the foundation of the family, and that it was really important for her to keep that. Okay, and so the first thing that she said, this is not really important to your husband, I don't think, but I believe that she really enjoyed jewelry. So you can ask them about that. Obviously, it's not something that your husband will care about. Because I feel his mom is also about the jewelry thing. So ask, say, did he have any sisters?
He had one sister.
One sister, okay. Something about the jewelry. The jewelry is really important to both of them, and it's like this jewelry that was handed down, from grandmother to mother, and now it should be with his sister. But I'm feeling it's not. I'm feeling it's not there. So.
She's actually lost her mother's ring.
Oh, okay. Okay, so she lost her mother's ring. Okay, maybe that's what
Or stolen.
Where is it?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna ask. Where's that ring? We ask if it was stolen. So what is your sister-in-law's name?
Lori.
Lori. Was not stolen.
Okay, good.
I do see it, and I don't think it's in her house. I think it's somewhere else. Is there? But it was not stolen, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
So it's not stolen.
That's good.
But it's not in the house. So that's bad. So, but I'm going to ask them if they could help her find it. Okay, so we'll just ask that they bring it up. So what they want you to do for Lori, is to let her know it's okay. Okay. That, and I think it's more about because it was Mom's. It's not really because of the ring, but because it was Mom's. And Mom's going, yeah, that was a really, really pretty ring. Why'd you lose it? No. But honestly, Mom doesn't care now, but she knows that Lori cares. Is Mom okay? Oh, yes, absolutely. She had a hard time at the end, though. It feels like it was a really hard time. She's saying they deserted her. What does she mean by that? She says they deserted me. They left me. So it might feel that maybe they couldn't engage or maybe they couldn't handle what was going on. A lot of it. I think her husband particularly, that there was a problem there, that he, that he wasn't there. He just wasn't there for her. And that's okay. I don't want, no guilt or anything like that. They don't come through like that. They really, once they cross over, they see the big picture. They know that, they can see what we're supposed to be doing here, and they can see everything that they did and all of the wonderful, wonderful mistakes they might have made and all of that. So it's not about the guilt, but she's just saying this because she wants you to know that it's her and that was an issue when she left.
Right.
Yeah.
Does she see her grandkids? Does she?
Oh, absolutely. She's going,
Say to them?
of course. Are you kidding? She's complaining about the school, though, that you take him to. So she says, change it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Do you agree?
Yeah. It depends whether it's the school coming up or the school that they're in now. I don't know.
Well, let me ask her. She says the school now is just not not where it should be. Absolutely not. That there's, that there are issues there that you know about.
Okay.
Okay, and let me see about the school coming up. She's going, yeah, it's all right. But there's other choices that are better, is what she says. So do the better choices. She said, these are my grandkids we're talking about. So make sure that you do, because you're not listening to your heart with this one. You're not listening to your heart. You need to listen to your heart, what's best for my kids, and not what's going on up here. Because it might look great up here, but you need to look here, is what she's saying. Okay, so she says she's not going to haunt you, don't worry. It doesn't feel like a really overbearing mother-in-law, but it feels like there was definitely tension between the two of you. So and that she might have threatened to haunt her, but she won't. She says she won't touch you. Definitely. How long has she been gone?
This is crazy, but almost 17 years, I think.
Well, and it doesn't matter to them. Time is nothing. They have no time. It's what they time. To us, 17 years. To them, boom. It just was yesterday. So. What was that?
It feels that way.
Right.
I can't believe it's been that long.
Right, exactly. So don't think that just because somebody who you love has left like 30 years ago that they're no longer reachable, because it's just not the truth. You can reach anybody at any time. And I say that honestly, anybody at any time. And she's saying one more thing. Okay, did she have a shoe thing? Do you know? Because she's talking about shoes. So, and I don't think it's her shoes. I think she's making fun of your shoes. So I don't know. Was she very fashionable, or was it?
She was very put together.
Okay, so she's saying wrong shoes, wrong outfit.
She's saying the wrong shoes for the outfit.
Yes, that's what she said. Wrong shoes, wrong outfit. So I don't know. But it feels like she's trying to help you there. Fashion up is. She said she'll help you. That if you want some help. Yeah, she's saying you do need help. Yes.
I even have my kids help me.
Yeah. So, and she's saying, right, that the kids have more fashion sense than you do.
I believe it.
She's doing this in jest, too, I've got to say. She's not making fun of poor Robin over here. But this is really, I feel she was pretty sharp when she was here, And that there was, she wants to bring in the tension that was between the two of you, but more in jest. It's more about, there's not tension now. It's just she's trying to bring that feeling through, and she's bringing through the stuff that so yeah, so right, so just take that, right. Take those criticisms for what they're worth. Thank you, and be sure to let your husband know if you can. I'm sure he knows that you're here, but that mom and grandma are just fine. Okay. Did you have a question?
I did. When someone is deceased, and like my mother and then a very best friend, I had a lot of visits
Right.
within the week or 2 weeks after they died.
Right.
And then it kind of quit.
Right.
Can they still come back?
They can. What happens right after you die is your vibrational level is all energy again. Your vibrational level is very close to that which is on Earth here. It's very close to ours. So they easily manifest for us, and we can see them because they're so close to our vibration. After a while, they raise their vibration. They can still come in and show themselves, but it just takes more energy to do that. So usually they will do other things rather than show themselves. They'll throw coins in your way, or they'll move things around, as opposed to. It takes a lot of energy to do a full apparition. And this is definitely them. They are telling us, hey, I'm okay. And that was the biggest thing with JT, was so that I knew he was okay. And once I knew he was okay, then I could start being okay. So that is wonderful and very specific, I would say. I'll come back as butterflies, and there you have it. So definitely know that they're there. They're around us. They love us always, and invite them in. Thank you very, very much for coming. I really appreciate it.